conversation here. I would like you to join the conversation wherever you are. You subscribe for more updates and health tips. It's your health status with Mr. Amponsa. I'm here again to introduce to you the dangers that is involved with taking some of the drugs, particularly an antibiotic or the concoction some guys prepare in response to treat a certain condition, which is not rational, which can lead to severe damages and severe adverse effects. I'm here to talk to you about one concoction that I've seen going around that people have been making, especially guys, which I've witnessed. You know, when you are at the pharmacy, people come around, mostly guys, to purchase certain kind of antibiotics, which in particular they are not supposed to, which I believe at the long run they do not know the realities or the fatalities that is going to create for them. I'm going to talk to you about these concoctions that they create, and at the end of the day, how it can affect their health in the long run if care is not taken, which you seek to look for a solution to a problem, but in the long run you end up creating another problem for yourself, which will be very difficult for you, and if you don't take care, you might not see the better side of yourself, or it might not end up well for you. Okay, let's talk about chloramphenicol capsules. We are talking about chloramphenicol capsules. Now, this is what most of the guys do. They come to the pharmacy to purchase chloramphenicol capsules, or they go to other pharmacies to purchase chloramphenicol capsules. Then, some of them buy minerals or carbonated and infuse all the 10 capsules on this blister into the carbonated drink, and then they take them at once with the intention of trying to cure a certain condition that they have contracted, most especially UTI, gonorrhea, and syphilis, and what have you. This is the main understanding that they have, that they are taking this concoction in order to solve this problem. Of course, chloramphenicol is a broad spectrum antibiotic, which is intended to treat severe to moderate infections and what have you, but it is not intended for the purpose that which they are using that for. Chloramphenicol capsules is a broad spectrum antibiotic, of course, which is intended to treat some eye conditions, conjunctival eye conditions, meningitis, and so on and so forth, of course. But the main intention is not to treat gonorrhea, UTI, or syphilis, even though you might have traces of it passing through the urinary tract system and all, but it is not the intention to treat this condition. Now, when they do this, they take all the capsules at once. It means that you are taking this, we have 250 milligram for each capsule, and you are taking 10 of it, which is 2,500 milligram of chloramphenicol, which is not advisable. This one in the long run might cause severe or fatal side effects or adverse effects, which can ruin your life. Some even go on buy herbal products or herbal preparations, and then they infuse all these capsules into it with the intention of trying to make their own concoctions to treat gonorrhea, UTI, or other sexually related conditions. I would advise that you cease doing these things so that you may live long, or you may not have to contract or have these adverse reactions that will come along with it. Now, let me tell you about the dangers that is associated with taking chloramphenicol capsules. Yes, people who are hypersensitive to chloramphenicol may have allergies, other skin conditions, other reactions, nausea, vomiting, even nightmares. All these are associated with taking chloramphenicol capsules if you are hypersensitive to taking chloramphenicol capsules. The most serious or fatal adverse reaction that you can have is that chloramphenicol capsules is capable of causing hypoplastic anemia, aplastic anemia, thrombocytopenia, and granulocytopenia. These are all serious repercussions that you can have when you don't take care, or when you are not analyzed at the hospital before you are given chloramphenicol capsules. So it is not advisable for you to go to the pharmacy to get chloramphenicol capsules if it is not from a prescribed doctor or from a prescription from a hospital. These reactions, when you have them and you don't take care, you might end up dying, or you might end up being paralyzed, or anything that can happen to you. Now, aplastic anemia is a condition whereby there is low production of red blood cells due to the destruction of the bone marrow. Now, the bone marrow is responsible for making new red blood cells, which will help you get blood in your system to run. And so when your bone marrow is distracted or is destroyed, it means that you are going to have problem with the production of red blood cells for your system. This is what you are leading yourself. You might have to be careful in dealing with such conditions. I would advise that you go to the pharmacy or the hospital to get checked up, to get some tests before you do these things. It is only the sole responsibility of the medical doctor or the pharmacist to treat you well and to see the conditions that you are presenting to him as necessary, so that he can prescribe to you the recommended or the acceptable remedies that you can use to treat this UTI, which is urinary tract infections, sexually transmitted infections, and syphilis, and what have you. The other condition that you might also get from this chloramphenicol overdose is that you might have thrombocytopenia. Thrombocytopenia is also a condition whereby you have low platelet count, which is also resulted from bone marrow distractions. When you don't produce enough red blood cells, you are also likely to get thrombocytopenia, because when you have a wound, the platelets are responsible to help you to promote blood flow so that bleeding can cease. When you have thrombocytopenia, it means that there is low platelet count, which can lead to severe bleeding. You are also likely to get granulocytopenia. Now, granulocytopenia is also a condition whereby your immune system is not able to fight infections, because it is your immune system which is supposed to fight infections and help your immune system up their game, so that when you have any infection in your system, you can respond to treatment as quickly as possible. So when you take chloramphenicol overdose, or overly taking of chloramphenicol capsules, can lead to granulocytopenia, whereby your immune system is also reduced or damaged, which means that when you have infections, it's likely that you might not be able to respond to treatment as quickly as possible. Now, these are the dangers associated with taking chloramphenicol capsules. So I'll urge everyone, or I'll advise you, that you go to the hospital to get checked up when you feel you have symptoms suggesting that you have gonorrhea, UTI, or syphilis, so that you don't end up damaging your red blood cells, damaging your immune system, damaging your platelet count, so that it will lead to severe complications which you don't want to contract. I would like you to share and subscribe if you enjoyed this session. Share to other people so that they will know the dangers associated with what they are doing. Now they would advise themselves from doing these things. Let's protect our lives. Let's protect our health, because our health is our life.